Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am just going to walk through briefly on all the projects that I did complete in 2022. I saw that, was it Linda from Allie Edwards or might have been Crystal, one of the ladies, kind of recapped her completed projects and then set her goals for 2023. And I thought, what a good idea to show A, what you've accomplished, B, what's completed, C, what you're going to do in the next year because you enjoyed it, and D, just kind of setting those intentions up for a successful year to come. And so I thought I'd take out all my binders, all my albums, all my projects that were completed in 2022. So just because it's so big and I just want to get out of the way, I do 12 by 12 project life. The flip throughs of this are on my channel. I did kind of catch up on quarters 2 and 3, but I will be continuing project life in 2023 in a 12 by 12 album. This is like a staple project in my craft room. Next on my desk, I have a not so much completed, but a valiant attempt. This is an A6 Hobonichi daily planner that I used as a daily journal here. And I also used stickers when I could. And I'll be honest, I fell off the bus in the summer, kind of got back into it. So you can see that there's plenty of blank pages, but it is still a good record. See, like this is July. Yeah. So July was just awful. I didn't really. So I used to be so much better at journaling daily. I've slipped off of it. I think simply because since I do memory planning too, and that's like a daily story, I feel like this has taken the place of having this, so I do have a A6 journal that I am using for journaling. This one, I've already started in it. I love the paper for using my fountain pens, but it takes the pressure off of having it pre-dated for the year. And that way I can journal and divulge, I guess, more feelings or anything else that's kind of bottled up for me that doesn't go in here. And so I do have this one. I actually probably will take off the cover and just place this one, oh, and it is dated, so 2022, on my shelf as a valiant attempt at documenting my day-to-day kind of bedside stories. The next one I have completed, and you do see a flip through of it, is my memory planner. This is my 5th year doing a memory planner in the big vertical from Happy Planner. I also adore this project. This project will also continue in 2023. But if you watch that completed flip through, you just know that I am changing the size. I'm just going down to a classic. So here it is on my desk. So it's just the classic vertical, but I also have the horizontal inserts too. This one I am continuing because I do once again appreciate the everyday life that this project provides for me. In 2022, I did Me, Myself, and I, and actually I didn't complete this one. There's still a few prompts left in the back, but for the most part, I got through Me, Myself, and I, 2022, and actually I should date the year. Is it dated anywhere? No. Okay, so I do have to put a date on this one for 2022. Then for 2022, we're still in it, but this was my school year album for Valentina for pre-K at 3. So for the first half of the year, this documents all her school stories or any story that was just related to her specifically. I do have this for the current school year, and I will be catching up with those layouts. Those are my next projects to kind of wrap up. So I do a school year album. I will continue to finish out this school year, and let me grab it real quick. So this is the current year, 2022 to 20. So this one will finish at the end of school year, so May, and then it will go in here, and then come August she'll be in kindergarten. So I actually may do one more insert just to kind of keep this album intact for kindergarten. And then maybe for first grade, I may just change it up to a 6x8 album and maybe not an insert, but I am also continuing on with my school year album for my daughter. I think it's a fun way to keep things specific to her in one place. In the year 2022, I have fallen in love with Traveler's Notebooks. I have a Life Crafted album from Citrus Twist, and I have plenty of Traveler's Notebooks here that I have been scrapping stories. I find the size to be very manageable and doable for, say, like if I have a shorter amount of time to scrap, and it's still just as creative a process. I still get to use all of the pretty products and embellishments. I just find the size very lovely to continue on. So I have purchased, I think I purchased 3 from the second, what do they call them? Like second hand, the ones that are not so perfect of this. So I do have this going on again for 2022. This one's nearly full. I can probably get a couple more pages just so that I always like them to be a little bit chunky like that, you know? So I'll probably do a few more in here, but I am continuing on doing Life Crafted albums. I definitely like the size, and I am continuing on doing Traveler's Notebooks. I have kind of these 4 in flux right now, meaning that I just try to fill it up. But what I'm also noticing is, like, these were Cocoa Daisy inserts. So like, for instance, this was June. So this one doesn't count really. This one's completely blank because a lot of the pattern papers I did not vibe well with. So for me, this is just an area where I know I can cover it up and still use it as a bound TN. This one was another one. This was a summer one. And I do have a few in here. So once again, I have no problem covering up these pages with scrapbook paper as I go through the process of, you know, continuing on in this size. That way they're all filled notebooks in my collection. So I'm just showing you a few of the layouts. Most of these do have process videos. If I do have them, I will leave as much as I can linked down below. And this one is just blank. So, and I have pictures already kind of ready to go in here for stories to tell. This is stuff to work on. And then this one as well, this one was the most recent. This has been a lot of my work with Cocoa Daisy and Traci Reed design team. So this one is a current one, and I'm just trying to use the last few pages so that this one as well is completed. And then the truly completed one, I did a traveler notebook for my daughter's trip to Chicago. There is a complete flip through, as well as, I want to say, 5 process videos to get this all done in its entirety. I took you step by step to make it all. So this one is complete, and I'm so happy that I have my daughter's first trip away from us in a book that in the future, if she ever wants to read about it, she had so much fun. And she actually talks about going to Chicago again because she misses her cousins regularly. So I will be doing more Traveler's Notebooks in 2023. Let's go this way. In 2023, I completed Week in the Life. Oh, I didn't put the label. So this is Week in the Life. I documented, I want to say a week in May. We usually do a week in May. I love this project. Once again, just like my memory planner, I do this yearly. I've done it before I became a mom and then since being a mom. So I probably have 6 or 7 years of doing Week in the Life. And I love this project for a snapshot view of what life looks like as far as routines and where we live. So this year I'm excited to do it because we have moved. So see, I showed like our house being built. So we're in a new home. We're in a new neighborhood. She's older. You know, bedtime looks a little bit different because I did our whole routine there. Once again, a great project for the everyday living that sometimes isn't in Project Life or that I may not put into my planner. So this is always a great project. I will also be participating in Week in the Life 2023. So there will be another album like this to grace my shelves this year once again. So Week in the Life, a great project to do. Love it, love it, love it. In 2023, I also veered out and did a photo book through the brand called Keepsake. Keepsake is an app, and they send you a question a day via text. You can reply via text and also include a photo. And then once you get to like 100 pages or 50 pages, you can have it printed into a book. So I did it last year. I didn't answer every question, but I answered a bunch of them. So you can see like this is the question and then this is my response. And then if I added a photo, it is included on that page as well. And then sometimes you can see when there was no photo, for instance, like, you know, two questions go on one page. I have the app still. I paid for the year once again. I just haven't actually answered the questions, but I did it to try it out as if anyone is out there that doesn't do the physical craftiness and just wants a way to memory keep for their kids. You can do it via this app called Keepsake. I'll leave it linked down below. And I think I actually may have a coupon code for you as well. So once again, you don't have to have the art supplies, the albums, and once it's printed, it's in a nice little thin, soft cover. I do think they have a hardcover too, but album for you. And then you can put these on your shelf and it has your photos off the phone, which is most important, and you know, like a keepsake for your family. And the option is to, if you have multiple kids, it will ask a question per kid. That way each child can have their own, which is a great concept. So like I said, I was testing it out as a recommendation for anyone that doesn't do physical scrapbooking. There are ways to document your memories. Last year as well, I started and I didn't put I'm just going to probably do like volume 1. I started a 6x8 story album. So this one is not filled. These are just the ones I got done so far. And I think I started in May. So it's not a complete year anyway, which is why I think I'm just going to do volume 1 and not necessarily assign a year to this spine because it's not filled and I can add tons more in here. So it's just going to be like family stories, you know, volume 1 on there. I will, once again, be continuing on in this size. I think this size is fantastic, mostly because too, I was in 2021 subscribed to the story kit. In 2021, I did not use like one story kit. So I made it a point to use some of the Ali Edwards story kits this year for sure. That way these longer stories have a place to be. I love this project as well because once again, the size is not as intimidating as keeping up with like an 8x10 or an 8x11. And I love Ali Edwards products. So I will subscribe come February. I just didn't do it for January because I knew I had enough to finish up. Back to the story kit. So I think for February it's XO, and like right now they have one called Open. And so I definitely am loving, this one's getting stuck, this size. And so this one I'm actually working on next. It's like from the Learn Story kit. So I didn't complete this one. I started scrapbooking in 6x8 for the story album and I love it. So this will also once again be continuing 2023. Last but not least, I have completed my 8th year of December Daily. This puppy is beautiful. I love this album. You know what I wish? I wish I bought more than one because I don't think anything will have my heart as much as this gorgeous floral. But I wanted to be realistic because let's be honest, when new things come out for December Daily, we want all the new. And so, yeah, but I am so glad I have this album. Once again, there are process videos to everything in here. They're on my channel. There is also a complete flip through. Once again, I do love this project as an annual visit for the month of December. I will be doing December Daily also in 2023. So like I said, I have 8 years. I flip through all of them every single time I bring out December or Christmas stuff. Like once I have the tree out and everything else, I flip through them and just, I like almost like reminisce. It's like so much fun. This is a fantastic and another favorite project that I have in my collection. I just have these 2 out because it just didn't fit and it was getting very bulky. So these were design team ones. So I have completed December Daily 2022. It's so pretty and chunky. So I am currently taking the Plan, Prep, and Play class from Ali Edwards that is featuring the lovely Linda Jordan as the instructor. She has, I'll leave it linked also down below if you're curious. She has a wonderful class about exactly that. Planning, prepping, and playing with scrapbooking for the new year. She's provided these dittos, and I've gone ahead and done them. So my reason why I scrapbook, I'm doing. I haven't done the intentions. So then she also had the reason why. And truly for me, it's always having fun, new techniques, preserving my memories, self-reflection, leaving a record for my kids, having something for me, preserving memories for my children, being part of the community. So those are great too. Then she also provided these goal sheets, and I haven't quite finished them as far as all the text in here. So I'm definitely doing Project Life 2023 in a 12 by 12 album. I'm definitely still doing my memory planner I discussed for 2023, just in the classic size. I am still doing the Traveler's Notebook Life Crafted album because I just adore that size. I have the albums ready to go. So that one's just kind of as they come up. I will continue on with the school year album. You saw with the storyline chapters from Heidi Swap. So for kindergarten start in September, I most likely will do another insert. Something that I have added to is my reading journal. There is a prep video on my channel, and I have been definitely keeping up with it. So it's actually missing. I have to print out, I think, 3 more books. So I've already read 12 or 15 books in January. So there aren't going to be process videos for this because as I finish the book, I pretty much go in here and write my thoughts, write the pages and the genre. And that way I stay up to date with it. So I might just be having a flip through, but this is a new project to my lineup. And I think maybe on those monthly recaps, I will discuss the books for like, if you want to read. I'll keep it brief, you know, like a minute or 2 per book, since I do read a lot. And if there's ever a book that you would like to pick up, I think that would be just a good content just to get to know me a little bit more because I love reading. It's been a new healthy habit I've picked up in the last 2 years. And I just divulge books by night and I listen to them in the car. So it's been a fun one. So this is a new project for 2023. Then I'm on the Traci Reed design team. So her products are digital and I make them into physical products because I still like to play with it. So that will continue for 2023. My 6x8 story album, the black one, will continue for 2023. I am participating. I did buy from Ali Edwards the Pieces of Me, Pieces of Home, and I think it's Pieces of the Past. But I think for the next year, I just want to do Me and Home. And then I know there's a new one coming out this year called, I think, Pieces of Joy or something like that, of play. I think I won't participate with the current kit just so that I use my existing product that I know I bought during one of her like sales. So these Traveler's Notebook will be process videos on my channel in the future. I will do Week in the Life again for 2023. I've never participated in Day in the Life, and I want to do at least one. However, with Day in the Life, I will join in most likely on the community documenting day. But I did purchase during one of the sales, probably when I also got this through Ali Edwards, the Day in the Life kit already. So I will use last year's kit and document this year on the day that everyone does takes their pictures, you know. So Day in the Life will be a new project as well. So these two so far are new, and the Pieces of Me. New project as well. One little word. My word for the year is balance. I did sign up for the workshop and following along. The video will be out shortly on my channel. Just in case it's not shortly on my channel. So once again, in this regard, I have last year's album, last year's kit, but I am following along this year. And I do believe that having the workshop is helping me stay more accountable on this side. So one little word is also a new project for me this year. And then last but not least, I will once again do December Daily. So that is those are my goals for 2023. So not to say a lot is changing. I'm still sticking with the projects that I love very, very much, and including One Little Word, Pieces of Me, Day in the Life, and my reading journal as new projects, just as another creative outlet. If this interests you, please hit the subscribe button and join my little crafty community. Hit the bell notification right next to subscribe and it'll let you know when I upload. I'm really good at my thumb thumb tiles or thumbprints to let you know exactly what the video is in case you have no, interest in the reading journal. You can just stick to all of my memory keeping videos. Give this video a thumbs up as always. And until next time, everyone, keep it scrappy.